So wait, we see like a coordinated thing of Call of Duty, but we don't see like actual in-game gameplay. I'm pretty sure they're going to do their own show. Activision is, because they got, well, they still have BlizzCon, but show us E-Day. That gameplay was honestly eye-opening. I'm ready.
Welcome to the Coalition here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, home of Gears of War. When Gears debuted in 2006, it instantly redefined...
God, I love this franchise.
In 2026, we're on the cusp of another rare moment. A chance to honor where we've been, celebrate with our fans, and lay the foundation for where Gears is going next.
I hope that main menu is that COG helmet, just like with the fire in the background. That looks so cool.
And the fight began. Emergence Day.
2 years after the UIR war.
It's a day of unimaginable loss that sits at the heart of our universe. And today, for the first time, we're ready to take you inside the studio and show you all the ways to play with our new movements, weapons, and modes that will make E-Day the most brutally satisfying Gears yet.
Is that all you got?
Before we talk about what this game
I just noticed an axe. So like we're keeping melee weapons.
Project, we were moving to Unreal Engine 5. There's a new foundation with a blank slate. So we took
both Halo and Gears of War are going to be on Unreal Engine 5.
To our fans. We realized that all of the things that make this world feel so unique, brotherhood, brutality, that melancholy beauty, and over-the-top spectacle, they're all perfectly set up in this one moment in time, E-Day. The moment the Locust ripped through the ground and changed the history of Sarah forever. And to tell that story, we wanted to build an experience that evoked the vibes of the original Gears game.
The Mad World trailer,
So we started with this one still from the Mad World trailer. It's Marcus facing down the Locust, defiantly firing into the darkness against overwhelming odds. And we said, this is the emotional core of Gears. This is the tone and feeling that we wanted to build our next game around.
This is our most ambitious game yet. E-Day is a story we haven't been able to tell before because we didn't have the technology to do it. We finally have the tools to reimagine the Gears world at a new, unprecedented level of detail. We're pushing Gears to new heights with the densest, most detailed world we've ever created. With seamless, large-scale environments.
It's even worse from up here.
Fully dynamic ray trace lighting. And richer real-time destruction. Starting with an empty hard drive, we literally rebuilt everything from scratch. Characters, enemies, weapons, animation, sound.
I wonder how long in the storyline is E-Day, because Marcus had an interaction with Baird and Judgment, but Judgment was 2 weeks after E-Day.
With new and craftier weapons.
A grenade launcher?
With more natural character movement, so that every moment.
Yeah, the roadie running is just like completely gone now. So now they got like this sprint style instead of roadie run. That'll be interesting for multiplayer.
It's a return to the feelings that we had when we played the original games, but now reimagined, evolved, and enhanced with the power of a new engine.
E-Day is set before the events of the original Gears of War. After decades of conflict, peace has finally been declared on Sarah, and the Gears have returned home.
So they're experiencing a bit of peace after the UIR.
Love you, baby.
Marcus Phoenix and Dominic
Maria
are young veterans trying to adjust to civilian life while grieving the loss of someone they both loved. Carlos Santiago, Dom's older brother, and Marcus's best friend.
To Carlos.
To Carlos. Best fucking brother anyone could ask for.
Carlos died in combat in a moment of sacrifice before the war ended, and without him, Marcus and Dom's relationship is distant.
So this builds up the friendship between them.
With the world just barely on the cusp of peace and our characters coming to terms with their new reality, the locusts emerge and change everything.
The Coalition Emergency Broadcast System. There are reports of multiple tremors causing minor damage across Kelowna.
E-Day tells not one, but two origin stories. The start of this world falling apart and a brotherhood coming together. And over the course of 3
Yeah, the start of a
intense days,
17-year
you'll see how
war.
loss reshapes this world and our characters, beginning with a night of desperate survival in a brand new city.
Wait, are we going to see the moment Marcus tried to save Adam Phoenix, his dad? Even though we know what happens to Adam?
Focus our story on just one city, so you could really feel what war does to people. When we started creating Kelowna, we wanted it to be more than just a backdrop. We wanted it to feel alive, like it was another character in the story, packed with layers and personality. Kelowna used to be all about innovation and discovery. But years of industrialization,
I just want to hear one woo from Coltrane.
totally reshaped it. With such a rich history, it made sense to lean into that classic Gears retro vibe. Towering architecture, robust vehicles, and grounded technology. Kind of like those gritty industrial cities from the 1970s.
Okay, so now we know it's like the 1970s that they're choosing the art style.
And local landmarks to help give Kelowna its unique style. As you play the campaign, the city reveals itself through the main districts. The historic center, with its classic Gears architecture in stone and steel. The downtown core, more modern, reshaped by decades of industrial growth. The military
I doubt we're
area,
going to see anything from like Gears
forest
Tactics
head,
on this.
shipyards nearby,
Because Gears Tactics was
refineries,
around E-Day
and supporting
time.
working-class neighborhoods, built around constant
God, Marcus looks so good.
Gears plays best in a city, and Kelowna is the ultimate battlefield.
Well, at least now we know where we are. I honestly was thinking this might be
Let us
Jacinto.
rethink how gear moves through the world, and it created the perfect stage for greater scale and verticality in combat. Our soldiers are basically giant tanks in armor. They slam into cars, weaving through hails of bullets. And we wanted to keep that heaviness, but add more fluidity to how you move through the battlefield.
My main question is, like, I see an early preview of the original Lancer.
Completely rebuilt
Do we
our
still have
movement and
chainsaw
cover
battles?
systems, with smoother transitions and a bigger range of cover heights and shapes, including new low ground cover. This all allows us to create more complex and organic feeling spaces than ever before. From sprint, you can now slide, which lets you quickly get under objects,
Oh, God.
corners, or transition more smoothly into cover from a run. And we added the ability to jump, which really opened up this citywide battle.
Holy
To
shit!
play with more verticality, climbing walls and vehicles, or clearing gaps in crumbling buildings to reach new flanking routes.
Okay, now I'm very curious with the jumping in multiplayer. How often it's going to be used.
A mix of unique enemy combinations, tactical weapon choices, and your ability to read and move through the arena. But now you have more choice than ever, and we get these peaks of almost action movie sequences.
Grenade! Oh my god! I would have never tried
Throw
that.
yourself off a balcony, land next to your buddy and revive him, scramble through cover, slide under a truck, and hit safety on the other side. We get these amazing Gears playgrounds, small and large, where all these elements come together, and the city is filled with them.
Our missions move across the city, from linear fights in narrow streets and alleys to more open districts, where you have access to entire neighborhoods. Now you have strategic choices. Do you take the enemy head on? Do you flank them from a side entrance?
I feel like there's going to be like secrets like the cog tags in the alleys.
It's up to you. And if you're playing co-op with your friends, well, then you can try all three at the same time. Taking your own path reveals small stories from the city, survivors trapped in an apartment.
There's a civilian in that building. 4th floor.
So there's side
David,
objectives.
A group of gears readying an ambush. You still have your orders, but it's up to you to decide where you offer to help or how much of the city you choose to explore.
And that city is fully realized.
Are we going to meet the last Carmine brother? The father of Lizzie Carmine?
Entire suite of tools. Tools for roads, intersections, sidewalks, e-holes, buildings, rooftops, and pipes. We have a procedural content generation toolset for scattering millions of pieces of trash and debris across the ground to make Kelowna feel lived in. This is the largest, most complex location you've ever seen in a Gears game.
Oh, I just realized, are we going to use UIR weapons? Because the marksman one was pretty good.
Their radios to reach Afira.
Do it. The remaining gears will hold the fort.
In other Gears games, the world's basically already dead. There are very few human survivors left. But in E-Day, you're watching a live city get ripped apart in front of you.
Oh my god, it looks so good!
People who once went to work, sporting events, and celebrated
Thrash ball, show me the coal train.
are now stopped in their tracks. They abandon their cars and run for survival, attempting to find refuge in subways or stores. A glimpse of a child's toy or dinner left uneaten are reminders of what's been lost and the horror.
So it's kind of close to the Dead Space remake that they did with like extra side story stuff.
You'll experience the locust decimation at all scales in E-Day through our customized destruction technology. E-holes are back, unleashing waves of enemies from under your
Thank
feet.
God. I think that's one of the reasons why the Swarm never really did like brought in fear. Like I know there was some with them,
The
but
spawn mechanic is brilliant. Locust can come out of the ground anywhere.
yeah, the Locust just brings out fear.
Just adds this great tactical layer to encounters.
But you'll also encounter massive sinkholes that'll pull down vehicles and entire buildings. And no amount of detail is too small, as micro-destruction goes beyond what we've ever done before with chippable cover across a range of materials. Your impact is real, visceral, and leaves a mark on the world. Destroyed Beauty has long been a visual pillar of Gears of War, and we finally get to show the before, making the after hit that much harder. You'll recognize a neighborhood that was once intact is now completely destroyed.
Oh, so we'd see it before and after.
Smoke and fire, and it feels completely different from how you first experienced it. You start getting this real feeling of the city's a character, and it's really under attack.
A Brumok
of Kelowna.
E-Day is an intentionally intimate story. There's this colossal event going on in the plot, but the actual characters and the journey they go on is where you get to explore themes of burden, of loss, and of loyalty. The whole world of Gears is about characters. It's the nightmarish monsters from below.
I know there's 2 new characters, but Delta Squad does not feel complete without Damon Baird and Coltrane. I'm sure I'll like these guys, but like I'll be missing the woo.
On your feet.
This was our opportunity to focus on what makes Gears characters so special and what makes our enemies so iconic.
Yeah, I definitely love the Locust.
From the perspective of our new squad, Bravo. As the invasion breaks out, you'll meet Mags Carter, a former Gear now sweating it out at Kelowna's emulsion refinery.
Now, why don't you come talk shit when your balls drop? And quit going through my stuff.
And you'll also meet rookie cadet Lucas Reyes.
Oh, I feel like he's going to die.
A sharp comms officer who never made it to the front lines despite his dreams of military glory.
Holy fucking shit.
I like him already.
Lucas, together with Marcus and Dom, are 4 soldiers.
I lied. They're both great. I love them already.
Each other while fighting the Locust, ultimately forging their bonds in battle.
We follow Bravo Squad with our cinematic cameras, just like the intense war movies we love. The shots are intentionally gritty and a bit shaky, And leaning into these rough edges is what makes you feel like you're right in the middle of the action.
Bravo's story also intertwines with others called to defend the city.
Yep,
including
Ty.
legendary characters like warrior philosopher Ty Caliso.
Our roads converge again. Marcus Phoenix.
Ty.
And fans of the books will finally get to see the hard-ass Raven pilot Gil Gettner in-game for the very first time.
Oh.
Let's go and fuck this mess.
Marcus and Dom are absolute legends. You can spot those strong jaws and thick necks from a mile away. But if you go
If they're bringing in people from the books, like, yeah, I know Gears 5 has a DLC called Hive Busters. There is one Onyx guard that was in during this time. The other two wasn't born yet, but oh my god, I forgot his name.
Respecting the details that really make them who they are.
Material and character fidelity in Gears of War E-Day far surpasses anything we've been able to achieve before. Our facial animation systems have been completely upgraded for E-Day, with 3 times more joints and over 350 facial shapes sculpted for each head alone to really represent the emotion in our characters.
Marcus smiling. I don't know if I
in his eyelashes than his entire character model did.
I don't think I've ever seen Marcus smile.
On Xbox 360.
Phoenix. Marcus. Sergeant, 26 RTI C Company. Next to kin, Adam Phoenix.
With the amount of layers we have,
So they do mention Adam.
Had fidelity at this scale. Combined with a much more sophisticated animation rig, this allows us to have way more expressive characters with a huge range. From a small smirk to yells on the battlefield.
Come and get some, you goddamn grubs!
Your experience takes
Yeah,
on
Dom.
intensity. We're pushing the graphical limit with 4K Ultra HD resolution, native HDR10 rendering, hardware ray tracing at 60 frames per second in campaign, and up to 120 frames per second in multiplayer.
Can we see multiplayer? They're bringing them back?
To make them more believable, we made them scarier. The drones are wild and vicious.
Yep, that's the grubs for you.
Like living battering rams smashing through doorways onto the battlefield. The wretches scream so loud it disorients you before they rip you apart.
Okay, so they took a mechanic from Gears Tactics. That's what they did in that game.
Rain fire from above. Basically, the whole Locust army, whether new or old, are more intense than ever before.
Are we going to see the Lambit? Because the Lambit was early in the game. Unless that's what this is with the emulsion.
So what now, Marcus? We save everyone we can.
Gears of War has never been a horror game, but the world has always felt horrifying.
God damn.
And with E-Day, we lean into that even more. Our new gore system means damage feels meaty, responsive, and satisfying.
Oh my god, you can execute boomers.
Muscle and cloth deforms in response to your attacks, and blood and bone damage adds to the intensity of combat. Gore is localized as well. Shoot a locust in the armor leg, and you'll see the bullet take a chunk out of it. Or land a heavy shot on a limb, and our dismemberment system will rip it clean off in glorious detail.
The Nasha is going to get you the most satisfying shots, covering you in blood, or pop heads from afar with the long shot. We've revamped our favorite weapons for E-Day. And of course, we also have some fun new ones for even more brutal ways to tear your enemies apart. The new Gut Puncher grenade launcher is a cog weapon that fires armor-piercing explosive rounds. Quick fire round to let it explode, or hold.
I don't think that will be
control when it
around
detonates.
during like the later acts of the campaign. That feels a little
An
overpowered.
enemy protected by cover, or with practice, master its long-range eco closing potential. The incinerator is our new shot.
So you can charge
See
it?
the emulsion literally melt the skin off an enemy's body. Before, you'd probably get into a grapple if an enemy came charging at you. Now, you feel the power of getting to incinerate them when they get close. And of course, the Lancer.
Yeah, the chainsaw.
Nice.
Yeah.
The creation of the Chainsaw Lancer is another origin story from lore that we wanted to show in E-Day. From the moment that Ty grabbed that chainsaw to rip through a locust at the Superstore, to a prototype kit bash on the front lines of the invasion, all to deliver on that gratifying moment when you finally get to slice a grub in two.
Do we still have chainsaw battles? Like, can I get into a chainsaw duel?
Gears music has always been about tension, escalation, and release. When a fight kicks off, the music hits hard. It tightens as things get more dangerous. And when you've dropped the last enemy, you hear that familiar big ringing chord. For E-Day, we kept that structure, but made the sound harsher. Together with our composer, Adam Lastica, we built the score to match a world on the verge of collapse. The electric guitar returns alongside classical instruments, but both are pushed into uncomfortable territory. Like dragging a bone saw across a cello, creating dissonance that never fully resolves.
Damn.
Where the hell are we?
It looks so good. Oh my god, I have to wait till October.
All chainsaws have voices. When it came to the sound for our Proto Lancer, it was important to us to track down the exact make and model that was recorded back in 2006 and rebuild it from the ground up using our new sound effects system. This chainsaw has a 14-inch blade with that signature meaty yet intimate sound, and when it revs, you can hear all the gnarly details. In terms of how you'll experience Kelowna, I always think about our acoustic system like this. I'm walking down a street and I hear the sound reflecting off the walls around me. Then I step into an alley and everything immediately tightens. I come back out into a wide space and the sound opens up again, almost like a cathedral. And it's not just those spaces, it's the transitions between them where the magic really happens. That's where things feel alive. That's acoustics in real time. It's a heavy world.
Thinking about this now, the last two Gears games, it didn't really sound meaty. Like, yeah, JD and Kate are like interesting characters with their own stories.
Our themes, our gameplay, and our modes.
But like Gears 4 and 5 didn't really feel like it a lot.
That you experience in the stories. It's also about the bonds you create with your friends. Co-op has always been a part of our DNA. And like every great Gears game, you can bring your own squad to this fight. In campaign, all 4 characters are playable from the start.
Oh, thank God. That was something that annoyed me with 4 and 5, is like it was only 2-player. Actually, no, 5 is 3-player, but the third person controls Jack, and Jack was overpowered.
Locations in and around the war-torn city of Kelowna. We've combined classic Gears symmetrical PvP map design with new traversal opportunities. You'll put your skill to the test alongside a seasonal roadmap of killer content, almost all of which you can just earn by playing the game.
Oh, that's crazy. I want that.
Challenges, events, and achievements. And today, we're excited to
How bad is seriously?
new evolution of Gears' iconic PvE mode.
The one achievement that scares me on Gears, and I never got this achievement, was the seriously achievement.
Battle the Locust Invasion and defend Kelowna across a range of city-based maps. We'll have more to share soon.
Total Fire? Oh yeah.
For our open beta weekends later this summer.
We good?
We get betas?
Sergeant Phoenix?
Yes!
Guess we're back to it.
We can't outrun the past. as long as we're still breathing.
I'm curious about this, and this is the one thing. This has been a staple in Gears since Gears 2. Is there Horde mode?
20 years of Gears is such a milestone. It is such an honor and also a huge responsibility to
I love Horde mode. Come
on
on.
the story of Gears.
It always comes back to the squad. It always comes back to this theme of getting through the absolute shittiest of times with somebody else who constantly has your back. And that's Marcus and Dom's story. The story of the original trilogy. The story of E-Day. And the story I think we can all relate to.
Thanks for pushing through. Couldn't have done it alone.
You got it, man.
Having the opportunity to have E-Day come out in the same year as the 20th anniversary of Gears, the quarter-century
I didn't even know it was the
anniversary
20th anniversary.
It's almost like a homecoming. It's like returning back to our roots and saying, fuck yeah, we're back. And we
I like her.
have so many more stories to tell. It's an incredible honor and one that we want to make sure that we do right.
Ty.
God, Ty still has the saddest death in Gears history. It's not really like a spoiler thing, because it happened in like Gears 2, but it still is insane what the Locusts do.
Destroyed in 2 nights.
For us, the heart of Gears has always been about the bonds you make in the darkest of times. Inside the studio, we rally around a simple phrase: never fight alone. It guides how we build our stories, our gameplay.
Brothers till the end.
It's how we work as a team and the commitment we make to you, our fans. Everything comes back to that important idea of sharing life's experiences, the highs and lows, together. And E-Day is the best expression of never fight alone that we've ever made. Whether you'll be picking up a Lancer for the first time ever, or you're as battle-hardened as Marcus Phoenix.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been playing Gears since the first launch.
Emergence begins on October 6th.
Oh my god, I can't get here any sooner, and I'm so happy there's a beta! Oh my god. Now I'm just curious if there's Horde mode.